Thank you to the fans, first of all. They were outstanding today, or this afternoon, so it was beautiful. It was good to get back in the swing of things. I thought the guys knocked a little rust off early and then kept working, and I thought finished up strong. I thought our defense did an outstanding job. George led us with the 3 sacks, but there were 8 team sacks overall, and that doesn't normally happen against a great offense like they've got. So my hat goes off to Spags as the plan he had, and then again the players for executing. Justin led us with in tackles, and McDuffie had the 3 pass breakups that were tremendous too to go with it. Offensively, you probably need to start with Trev with 7 catches for 117 yards, a touchdown, and he just that's why he's the greatest tight end there's been. So. Kareem, I'm trying to read my notes here. Kareem was 7 for 40 for 1 touchdown, and then anyways, it was all good. I've got 8,000 notes here scribbled on here. I thought Remigio did a great job with the initial kickoff, with a 63-yard run, and then Bucker with his 3 field goals, outstanding, and then Chanel right at the end comes up with a big block. My hat goes off to Borgo going to Tennessee. He's now the enemy, but we're glad he was able to get that job as a general manager there. So he's done a phenomenal job here for us, and we love the guy, but he's on another AFC team now. So, anyways, with that, time's yours.
It's going to clean lives from the game. It seemed like there were a lot of just lots of bruises throughout injury-wise.
Yeah, there weren't really anything to mention. Everybody got through it, and they're good. They might have some bumps and bruises, but it's all good there.
Andy, there were 2 particular connections between Patrick and Travis today. Or if you could just speak to each of them. First, when Patrick was basically falling forward.
Yeah, well, that touchdown was unbelievable. I mean, the touchdown throw to Trev was incredible. For him to be able to get himself in position, just his body in position to make that throw, I thought was great. Yeah.
Did you think for a second he might have had his knee down? I mean, did you wonder that as he was releasing the ball?
No. I have a good view of it. So.
And the long connection they had early, that was Travis' longest catch of the season, and certainly showed some burst. Do you see that as a benefit of the rest?
Yeah, he can still play. He's all right.
Patrick do a lot of things. That play there that we're talking about, is that one where even though you're in the middle of the game, you made to peek up and watch the replay on the board?
Yeah, I always tell our coaches, don't get used to that. I mean, this is unreal. I tell the fans the same thing. We're very lucky to have him here. And the stuff he's doing just doesn't happen. That's why he's the greatest at doing what he's done in a relatively young career here. So, I thought Nagy did a nice job of putting the guys in position to have some real nice plays too. And then I should have mentioned Dave Tobe in there too. Dave did a good job with the special teams.
And Kareem got his first chance to have a playoff game with you guys again. He had a pretty good first. How happy are you for what he's been able to do here in this?
Yeah, listen, he's been great for us. He's really helped, and he ran hard today. And when we needed him right down the stretch there, we just handed it to him. And that's not taking anything away from Pacheco, because he's doing a nice job too. To have both of them, plus P. Ryan going in on 3rd downs and doing what he does, it's a nice thing to have from a coaching standpoint.
You guys were going back and forth with Judy throughout the week. What made you go with Judy?
Yeah, so just with the complexity of the playoffs with different looks and the defenses, I think Joe and Kellyan have been here. That's not taking anything away from DJ, because he's done a great job of working himself in. And we literally rotate him at practice. So I think everybody's got confidence in him. It's just the part that you got to start somebody. You can only have 5 of them, right? So.
Andy, first off, congratulations on making the 300-win club. What does that mean to you personally?
Yeah, a lot of people go into that. So, it's not – I joke the guys that, you get a couple more, you might be able to equal my weight. So, and it looks like you're a Forktarian too, so I'm with you. You can roll with me.
Coach, it seemed like a pretty hard-fought win for the team. Can you maybe share any of your message to the team in the locker room after the game?
Yeah, I'm proud of them for what they've done. This isn't an easy thing. That's a good football team. D'Amico's done a phenomenal job with that team. I had him as a player, and now I get to see him as a coach, and he's doing great things, as a coach. So a ton of respect for him and what he's done. But that's a good football team. Phenomenal defense that they've got. So I'm proud of our guys for how they handled it. And we knocked a little rust off. Everybody stayed positive and with each other and that whole bit. And here we sit with a championship game. I mean, we're humbled to be in that position, and fortunate. You know, we appreciate that we're right here at Arrowhead. So.
Just back to the 8 sacks. I mean, I know Spag's game plan, but what stands out to you about why that worked that way?
Yeah. Well, the scheme, he's got a tremendous scheme, and it's complicated. So they had to deal with that. The other part is, the players playing the way they are. I mean, Brett's done a nice job of bringing guys in on both sides of the ball for us. I mean, we were this close on the offensive side, and the defense probably could have had a couple more even, so where he escaped out of the pocket. But the plan was right for who we were facing, and I thought Spags really did a nice job with that.
On that same note, to make those big plays in the second half when you really kind of need them in those momentum spots, why do you figure that is that you make them at the big times?
Yeah, they're good. They're good players that love to play the game. I mean, we're sitting here.
Hey there, Chiefs fan. What a game, right? The Kansas City Chiefs just pulled off another incredible win against the Texans. And guess who led the charge? Yep, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. If you ever doubted the magic of this duo, last night was a perfect reminder of why they're one of the best in NFL history. And Kelce, wow, he shut down the critics with a standout performance. 7 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown. Talk about showing up when it matters. Quick question for you. Do you think Mahomes and Kelce are the greatest duo in NFL history? Drop your vote in the comments. Let's talk about Travis Kelce for a second. You know, there's been a lot of chatter this season about whether Kelce's still got it. Some critics pointed out that his regular season numbers weren't what were used. 123 yards, 3 touchdowns, just one 100-yard game before the playoffs. But last night, Kelce silenced everyone. 7 catches, 117 yards, a crucial touchdown. When Mahomes needed someone to step up, it was Kelce, as always. Mahomes even said it himself. That's just playoff Trav. He lives for these moments. And Coach Andy Reid, he summed it up perfectly with a grin. Yeah, he can still play. He's all right. Kelce thrives in the big moments, doesn't he? It's like when the lights are the brightest, he's at his best. And honestly, isn't that what makes a player legendary? So, here's the big question. Do you think Travis Kelce is the greatest tight end of all time? Let's settle this vote in the poll, or tell me why you agree or disagree in the comments below. Stay with me, because up next, we're diving into Mahomes' leadership and how he made magic happen even on a tough night. All right, let's shift gears and talk about Patrick Mahomes. Look, even the biggest stars have games where things don't come easy. And last night was one of those for Mahomes. He didn't put up monster stats, just 177 passing yards, but when it mattered most, he delivered. Remember that incredible touchdown to Kelce? Mahomes was literally falling to the ground, and yet he still found a way to make the play. Later, he admitted he wasn't even sure if it would be a touchdown or an interception, as he let it fly. Can you imagine? That's the kind of split-second decision-making that separates the good from the great. Mahomes said something that stuck with me. You find a way in those big moments, and that was a big moment. And you know what? He's right. Whether he's throwing no-look passes, sidearms, or face-planting throws, Mahomes always seems to come through when it counts. Now I've got to ask, what's been your favorite Mahomes moment this season? Share it in the comments side. Love to see if it matches mine. Up next, we're diving into the team's mentality and what makes this group so special. Let's keep this rolling. You know what's really special about this Chiefs team? It's not just Mahomes or Kelce, the mentality of the entire group. Travis Kelce said it best after the game. If you're stepping onto the field, you've always got something to prove, and you can see that in the way this team plays week after week. Take last night, for example. Kelce talked about how the team came out firing on all cylinders. That doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of weeks of preparation, from resting their bodies to fine-tuning their game plan. This team knows what's at stake, and they refuse to get complacent, even with all the talk of a potential three-peat. Mahomes, Kelce, and the rest of the locker room have created a culture where every player is held accountable. That's what makes them so dangerous. When you combine talent with focus and teamwork, you get a team that's built for championship moments. So, let's hear it. Do you think this Chiefs team has what it takes to bring home the Lombardi again? Vote now, and let's see where you stand. All right, next up, we're looking ahead to the AFC Championship. It's time to talk about what's next for the Chiefs.